What's going on, y'all? We are back out here on the Bonafide XTR doing a little marsh fishing today. Hopefully we'll find some flounder, maybe some redfish. Never know, could find a trout as well. I do got my buddy Sean Verone out here joining us today. And yeah, I think we're gonna get out here and have a great morning. Y'all stay tuned. Let's see if we can make something happen. All right, we are easing up to our first spot now. We're just gonna start on this grass line and just run it on down. We got a lot of creek mouth drains and stuff right here. I am gonna start off with a 1/4 ounce jig head, throwing a curly tailed grub, white and chartreuse right there. With the watercolor, I think that's gonna be just about right. Got him. There we go. First fish. That was like my second guess. Is that a trout? Oh, I think it's a baby red. That is. All right. Well, we got to start somewhere. Got us a tiny redfish right here. About 4 inches away from being legal or so. Appreciate the bite, dude. See ya. Well, that was not long into it at all. We do have some great conditions today. Nice little cool front came through. Sitting here mid-September right now, and I think it's like 68, 69 degrees this morning. Feels really great out here. Water temperature's down about 4 or 5 degrees, and I think those fish are gonna be very active. Got him. Come here. Man, he smoked it. That's gonna be a redfish. Y'all, it's gonna be a good day. It is gonna be a good day. Go ahead and kill my motor. Come here. I think we might need a net for this one. Yeah. Beautiful redfish. Hold on, don't go backwards. Just chill out. Try to get that camera out of the sun for y'all. Yeah, get him on this side. Yeah, perfect eating size redfish we are keeping today. Come here. Get in the net. All right. Well, we got our first fish that's going to be going in the box. Second redfish of the morning. All right, y'all. Well, there it is right there. Our first redfish of the morning. The old screwball jig head chartreuse. And we got the grunt grub right there. These are going to be released by us. I think we're aiming for like an April release next year, so it's going to be just a little while. We're in our final testing phase of this, but I mean, you can go out there, get your curl tail, get you a gulp, something like that, come out here, fish around these marshes. It's going to work pretty good as well, but we are working to perfect that thing to get it just right, and I think we're almost there with our first fish going in the box. I'm going to show y'all a little trick. We do like to bleed our redfish out. And to do that, I just take my finger right behind this fin right here. If you just press in right there, and you'll see blood is going to start coming out just like that right there. And we do that on both sides. And in the box we go. We're gonna ease back on line right here, just kind of trying to let the current push us down the bank. Got a nice east wind, which is not the best wind for fishing, but in this case it is pushing us real nice along this bank. That might be a fish. Might be a clump of grass. I think that was a clump of grass. When in doubt, set the hook. There he's on. My line's moving. My line. What is that? Uh-oh, the little speckled trout. Oh, he's definitely a long ways from being a keeper, but I'll let him go. Man, we might be able to slam today. I got a feeling we should be able to get us a flounder. Oh, a little flounder followed it all the way up. Dude. Oh, that would have been a legal one. That was so cool to see. Man, that just goes to show that these flounder will follow a bait all the way back to the kayak. Got him. There he is. Just threw complete slack in my line. Ooh, ooh, come on. Be a flounder, be a good flounder. It is a redfish. All right, well, redfish number 3 on the morning. Another old little fella. There are a ton of these guys in the marsh right now. Get bigger, buddy. Since there are a ton of redfish in the area, we're gonna go ahead and swap out to the old wake bait right here. We're in a perfect environment to be able to throw it, and we're just gonna rip that thing out there, wind it back, burn it through the area, see if we can get some of these redfish to attack it. Got him. Come here. He smoked it. Man. Well, we've caught a few of these guys today. Just small ones. See ya. Whenever I'm working this wake bait, I do like to burn it, just throw it out there. And I like to keep it moving real fast underneath the surface and just try to get a reaction strike. But with this bait, you can work it real slow, like this right here, and it'll pretty much stay on top of the water the whole time, just like a top water. And that's another way you can work it right there. Get it coming closer to the kite so y'all can see it. It's wobbling right there. Awesome, awesome redfish bait. I've won countless tournaments on this bait as well as other wake baits. Oh, oh, that was a sickie. All right, kill the motor. Man, I'm starting to think there ain't a big redfish in this pond. All right, chill out. They do absolutely love this wake bait. Now y'all can find all of these products that I'm using here today in the description below. I'm trying not to get a hook in my finger here. But yeah, y'all can find all the products down in the description. The wake baits, jig heads, like I said, the curl tail will be available in April. But yeah, go over there, check them out, get you some of these wake baits because they absolutely work. Go ahead and ease up. I caught that fish right in that area. I'm gonna try to get right back online and just try to stay parallel to the bank. I like to kind of throw at a slight angle to the bank and stay in that strike zone as long as possible. Most of those reds that are looking to eat are going to be cruising right on the edge of that grass, and they're weaving in and out of it. A lot of times if you just listen, you'll hear explosions. It just sounds like bombs going off in the back, like deep in these marsh systems where these redfish have found kind of marsh pools and stuff like that back there. But yeah, we definitely want to work this as close to that grass as we can. Looks like somebody is starting to work on their duck blind or something. I guess that's what that is. If y'all know what that is, if it's a duck blind or whatnot, leave me a comment down below. I'd like to know y'all's input. I'm not much of a duck hunter, but yeah, that's what that looks like to me. All right, well, we are back at the house now. Had a pretty decent morning running around looking for redfish and stuff. We didn't catch a whole lot of big ones. We definitely got some bites. I have several charters coming up next month, and I'm just scouting around new marsh systems looking for areas that may be holding fish. I'm gonna explore a little bit more in that area, try to find out where some bigger fish are hanging out, but we're also about to get the trout that are gonna be coming into the bayous and stuff. So super cool there. But I do want to talk about the setup that I was using here today. It all really starts with the rod, which is the most important thing in any setup, is going to be the rod, making sure you got the right rod. And really for anything inshore, I like a rod that's 7 foot, 7.3, somewhere in there, medium power, fast action. And that's what we got here with this Chubby rods. This is their 7.2 medium power fast action. Absolutely amazing, super sensitive and light rod. And the cool thing is they're only 130 bucks. I will go to bat and say that this is the best rod on the market anywhere that you're going to get for 130 bucks. It is phenomenal. And then we go to our reel, and we're just running a Shimano Bantam 150. And not important that you have a super fancy reel or whatever. The reel is probably the most least important thing you will have on a setup. It sends line out, it picks line up, right? Nothing really fancy is needed there, but this is a Shimano Bantam. Now the line that we're running is 15-pound Cortland braid. I absolutely love this braid right here. Super thin, amazingly strong, and that is Cortland braid, 15-pound. And then I do have a 15-pound Yozuri fluorocarbon leader right there. And I like about a 6-foot leader, so I always start off with a really long leader. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup. All right, get into our redfish right here. All right, so this is our redfish got right here, right at 21 inches. And we're gonna be making a super easy clean dish. We're gonna be throwing some redfish on the half shell on the grill tonight. So we really don't have to do a whole lot to this guy. I'm just gonna take my sword knife right here, lift up their fin, and right there, we're just gonna go in at an angle, get her in them scales real good, turn our knife, and just follow that backbone all the way down. And get about right there. Hop over the bone, slide the knife out the back, and then we just work it slowly back up to the rib cage. And up and over the ribs. All right, and that's pretty much it right there. I'm just gonna kind of trim, clean that out, and that's our fish. All right, so we are getting ready to cook our fish right now. We do got the Weber kettle going with some lump charcoal spread out right there. Still waiting on it to get just right, get all those coals nice and white. But while we're doing that, we're gonna take our little cast iron pan and we're gonna build a little bit of a basting sauce. Super easy here. We're just gonna start off with an old stick of butter. Drop that in right there. Hit it with an old scoop of garlic. A good heaping tablespoon right there. And then whatever kind of seasonings you like. I like the Compass Point Blends all-purpose seasoning, and I'm also going to use this salmon blend because it's got a lot of nice herb and spice. And we're just going to put a little bit of that in there. Make sure it's nice and seasoned. And then this all-purpose is some absolutely amazing stuff. And we're gonna leave it just like it is right there. Go ahead, transfer this whole thing to the grill. Kind of keep a little eye on it. And we'll kind of let that melt down, and we'll stir it around, start building our little basting sauce. All right, so we got our redfish ready. The grill is ready for everything to go on. We're gonna do the same seasoning blend. Not gonna go too crazy, but we're gonna make sure that we get a nice little base of seasoning on there, just like that. And that salmon blend, yeah, I think that's gonna be just about perfect. And we'll just take this over to the grill. Now here's, oh, I forgot one important thing. Got to have my little basting brush. So first thing we'll do is baste. Y'all see that sauce is nice and bubbly, but we'll go ahead and get that sauce laid down. Actually, might just use this spoon to start off, and we'll lay that garlic and butter down on it, just like that. Nothing to it, super easy stuff here. One more scoop, and now I believe it is ready to go. Now, when we do redfish on the half shell, we do always go meat side down first, get a nice sear on it, and we'll let that roll for a minute. I ain't worried about them flames. That's flaming up just because that butter's hitting it. Let that flame touch that meat, get a nice good sear on it, and then we'll flip it in just a second. All right, now let's see if we get it. Yeah, that meat releases nice and easy from the grates. Yeah, buddy, that's what I'm talking about. Just like that. Now set that plate over to the side. We're just gonna take some more of that sauce and put right over the top of it. Fish this size ain't gonna take a whole lot of time. Probably 5 minutes total cook time, and it'll be ready. I will go ahead and put that lid over the top of it, and I'm gonna let it go for about a minute, just so all that heat can kind of cook all that fish all the way through instead of just from the bottom side. All right, we've been rolling for a while now. We're gonna lift the lid here. Man, that smells absolutely amazing. Now, I always do a fork test on the fish. Yeah. And what you're wanting to make sure is that that could go just a little bit longer. Same with that. Yeah, we'll let them go probably another minute or so. But what you're looking for the fish to do with the fork test, when you put that fork in there and you're pulling across it, if it naturally just pulls apart, it's ready. If it's kind of straining when it's pulling apart, it's gonna take a little bit more time, and that's where we were on this one right here. About another minute, it'll be ready. All right, we are done now. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the lid. Take our spatula here. See, oh yeah, perfect. Look at that redfish right there. Whew. That right there is the finished product. Oh, that's that separation I was talking about right there. When you stick that fork in it and it just naturally pulls all the way from the skin right there. Man, look at that bite right there. That's still really hot. Woo! That's super good though. My goodness. That all-purpose seasoning has just a little bit of kick, not too much. It's real subtle. The nice herby garlic butter flavor, just absolutely killer. One of the easiest ways to cook fish right here, especially redfish. Well, y'all, that is it for today's episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, leave me a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see y'all in the next adventure.